I want to thank everybody from the board and the ambassadors who helped us put this together, and I'd like to give them a round of applause if we can. Thanks Snowball's Truck, Tom Jackson Band, and all of you for coming. I wanted to let you know that Beyond the Pier, Live Like Cole does have other initiatives that we are interested in. Here to speak about one of them is a very close friend of mine. His name is Jim Wilson. Now, come on up, Jim. I'm going to let Jim tell you about what Jim has in mind, and he reached out to me to see if I would help him do some research on this through Live Like Cole, because he thought it would be good, because it also met with our idealism of giving back the lost potential, maybe helping people in the future, and being kind to everyone else. So here's Jim Wilson.
Hello, everybody.
Get up on the mic.
First time behind the mic, so bear with me.
Doing great.
I'm trying to do this under 5 minutes, Reader Digest version, as we call it. Basically, I want to give you a little background. I was born and raised in Vero. I grew up riding my bike over the old Barber Bridge, fishing off of the Memorial Island Bridge, the Barber Bridge, except that was dangerous and you have beer bottles thrown at you. So thank goodness now there are places to go, and now especially there will be a new one, a fishing pier in the name of Coppola, which is just fantastic. And I had one night I had a dream, I really did. And I woke up and I was motivated to get with Dr. Nick and reconnect with him. And back 10 years ago, he helped, he was the team leader to help discover why I was different. I went to his office one time and I was feeling a little poorly, and the first time ever they put a pulse oximeter on my finger and it read 70 something. And he's like, oh, okay, but he read me, he looked at me, and he goes, okay, Jim, this is really low. Most doctors might hit the panic button right now, but I'm reading, you're not exhibiting what I'm reading on this instrument, you know, so, but we're gonna need to do some tests. And he got me a heart doctor, a lung doctor, a whole team together, and they started doing tests on me. And after a period of months went by, finally a DNA test was ordered, and the DNA test came back, and they're like, oh wow, James, I think we've come to we've discovered the problem here, or the reason for your problem, which really wasn't a problem. I was okay. I had no symptoms. But they found I had a hemoglobinopathy called HB Sunshine Seth in an unknown variant. Then they said, well, Mayo Clinic has done research on this, and they find you're highly unusual. You're maybe the only person in the world that has 2 Seth syndromes. Technically, you shouldn't be living and breathing right now. You're like a medical anomaly, and they would like to study you. And there's a reason for the study they want to do. It's because they think there's promise, and they can culture your tissue and take your DNA and make an artificial skin that could be used for burn victims. And it would be low oxygen tolerant, and that means it would take better than the average skin grafts. Most skin grafts fail because there's not enough oxygen flow in the tissue where the burns were. And they want to study you, and they have a grant. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. I can give something back to the world, you know? I wondered why I was put here. Okay, maybe this is a reason. So they started it, and anyway, they got a grant. They spent the grant money to get an expensive piece of equipment running to study me, and it went nowhere from there. They ran out of grant money, couldn't get any more, and somehow I just got lost in the shuffle. And for the better part of 9 years, that's really worried me. So that's when I went, you know, like I say, I had that dream about this. I said, you know, something has to get done. I'm not getting older. One day I'm going to die. I'll take this with me to my grave. There's got to be good that could come of this. And then I kept seeing things about the Cole Foundation and different, and I'm like, wow, that would be a tremendously great thing to be a part of, and help them. They can help me and help the world. I don't know if this really works. There could be, who knows, thousands of people worldwide for years to come could benefit. It would reduce pain, suffering, promote healing of burn victims. And even then, there's even maybe more to it. The Mayo Clinic had hinted at once that I'm so unusual. And by the way, my pulse ox can get down to in the 50s when I go to sleep, in a deep sleep. That was what they found. That's not human. It can't be. But I do that every day, and I survive. I'm fine. I'm a normal person. So they feel that this attribute will help that and maybe other medical studies. Who knows where it'll go? Once they start the studies going, they might go, oh my gosh, look at this, oh look at that. So I'm willing to give of myself to do that. The only person in the world I trust to head this project is Dr. Neg. And he has given me his word that he's going to do his best to see this to fruition, and this will be, again, in the name of, with the White Coal Foundation. I'm very proud to be a part of this. Thank you, sir.
How about a big round of applause for Jim? By the way, the one thing Jim didn't say to you guys is that the normal human being walking around has a pulse ox of about 98 to 100%. If it drops below 92, we get worried. Not only that, but he is the only person in the world with 2 variants of this Seth syndrome. He also has headed his own group of Sunshine Seth, where a lady from Europe has reached out to him. Jim's kind of a big deal. And his condition is kind of a really big deal. And if we could use his tissue to help burn victims, to help firemen, to help children who have been burned, then how about that? So I say, we have huge potential with this initiative, but this initiative is not just building a pier. This initiative is going to take a great deal of money. It's going to take grants, it's going to take research, and it's going to take Jim giving a great deal of his time. And I promise him, and I promise all of you, that if we can do it, we will use Jim's tissue, and we will find, hopefully, a cure. So, with that, I want you to know that we do have other initiatives, and really important ones. We're not just about up here, and we're not just about here, we're about everybody in our community and beyond. So, God bless you all. Thanks for coming. Once again, the Tom Jackson Band.